Does anyone else's missus just have too many pillows, cushions? This is all for decoration. You come in at night and you just take all this off. Anyway, basically what I'm saying is cushions are meant to be comfy, and it kind of is, but I'm just sort of like propped forward. I want to be back there and I can't. There we go. A bit sunny today, and I'm going to take this off as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, slightly different sort of vlog thing today. A lot of you will notice or would know that I got rid of my hair. It's all gone. Finished. Finito. I don't know the exact age, but like most males, as we get into our 20s, hair starts thinning. And you think, we can live for 80, 90 years. Why take our hair away from us in the first 20 years? It's not fair. Obviously, other men go on and keep their hair, but the majority of guys, they start thinning on top. They start thinning on their temples. There does come a point where you think, okay, it's probably time to get rid. And being on camera a lot, it did bother me. And some of you that have been watching me for a hell of a long time would know that this black hat suddenly appeared a few years back, and I started wearing it a lot, and that's because my hair started thinning a lot. And I went through all sorts of different things to try and cover it up. Most recently hair fibres, which are actually fantastic, but the thinner you get, the more you have to put on, and it just gets too much. So I decided to do away with that and come around to the idea of just rocking this. However, something has happened in between revealing this to you and just rocking going bald. A lot of people think I'm bald right now, but there is actually a shadow. You can see there's a hairline there. In fact, it looks like a quite decent full hairline. And to a lot of people that don't know me, it just looks like I've shaved my head back. A lot of people told me it suits me, which is, you know, a relief. Others laugh, but you know, you can't win everyone over. So I basically had two choices. I either get a hair transplant, which you've seen probably a couple of well-known YouTubers get, and it's worked for them, or go the other way and completely shave it off. I always think about like what's going to happen in a few years' time when I'm looking a little bit older and I'm rocking a hair transplant, and it might not look natural for the age I am. I might look like I've got a full head of hair, but it might look a bit too good and fake. I should really be thinking about now, but actually I went the other way and I thought, you know what, if I just shave it all off, my face will age, my body will age, and the shaved head will fit in with that. But rather than going completely bald, I've done something very, 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 very subtle, which makes it look like I've actually just shaved my head, and this was a choice, and that's what I like. I've fooled so many people with what's on top. Some people have even said, yeah, it looks like you got a hair transplant, but if I've got a hair transplant, why wouldn't I grow it? I've done something slightly different, and I need to introduce you to a friend of mine. Has anyone got that really cool friend that's just got everything going for them? On the surface anyway, we all have our problems behind the scenes, but my friend Will is such a cool guy. Basically in my next life I want to be Will. But anyway, my friend Will is always learning new stuff, and I need to introduce you to him because he's kind of done wonders for this. And I'm actually visiting him today to get what's called, I guess, a top up. Let's go and see Will.
Can I talk now, yeah?
Yeah.
My name's Will Quay, Scout Nation. Some people call me Will, Willie, Will Boy.
Yeah!
What makes Scout Nation unique is me. I always bring it back to sport. Boxing, Muay Thai, golf. Let's just pick up what Tiger Woods, for example. Everyone says he's the best. It don't mean you can take your foot off the gas. When it comes to SMP, I treat it the same way. So that gives me the discipline to keep pushing forward.
Good morning. Just doing a bit of content, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't. How'd you get this to focus? Look, how'd you do it? Do you know?
I think you tap him.
Oh, fuck me. Do you know what I like mess up doing all the time?
Go on.
So, you know when you're doing like B-roll and stuff? Like I always go like really slow, but you don't actually.
You don't need to, no.
You can just film it normal and then slow it down.
You slow down if you want to.
But yeah, anyway.
But this right here is an award you got the other day.
Yeah.
PMU conference, Will Quay, Scalp Artist of the Year.
Yeah, mate.
Which basically means you're the best in the UK, or is that the world?
This one's UK.
Yeah?
This one's UK, yeah. But I mean, obviously, it's an opinion, ain't it? But obviously, I agree with the opinion. One of my friends, Nick, she popped down and was showing me how to actually do some like traditional tattoos, like
proper tattoos. Yeah.
But I mean, I literally done that in about 10 minutes. It's not very good, but I done that in about 10 minutes.
I'll take that on me today, please, mate.
Yeah. One of them, please. Not that I want to do it, but it's just good to, you know.
And that's important. That's because people are going to ask this.
Go on.
What's the difference between what you do and what a tattooist does?
I mean, it was a bit blurred lines, right? But essentially we're one and the same thing. You know, we just incorporate different techniques and methods to get the final result. So say for example, I don't know, like that on my arm, right? Is like a black and grey portrait. Yeah. So in order for someone to do a black and grey portrait would be different techniques using doing like a tribal. So, so with scalp micropigmentation, we're still putting ink into the skin, but we're just using a slightly adapted method to be able to do it. A little bit like pointillism, but same but different.
You know a tattooist that tried to do what you do and it wasn't easy for them, was it?
Their words were, you know, it's a lot harder than it looks like. It's a different mindset. Say squash and tennis, yeah? You say to an alien, yeah, well, we both use rackets and we both use balls, but it's a little bit different. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
I hear you.
I don't want to like differentiate too much because essentially we are doing
the process is the same, but it's
different. We use slightly different needles. The pressure's different. It's just different, man. But
it's just different.
Same but different.
And you've studied the head, right?
Oh yeah. I'm still studying scalp, so I'm doing a trichology course. So that's like more involved. Nothing to do with tattooing at all, but more to do with why you suffer with hair loss, skin conditions. Even if it be a case of like I don't know, say someone comes in with something not quite cool, like I might spot it early. Do you know what I mean? And it just gives me a little bit more knowledge on why the skin does what it does, and why certain people get certain types of patterns of hair loss, and everything else is just the building blocks, man. Yeah, man. Do you know what I mean?
It's good. It's good. So this right here is when I first shaved my hair back. Will wanted to see, and as you can see, the temple's completely gone there. I actually did a bit of a Photoshop for him and put that in, so it fills it out a little bit more. So there's not much difference to look at, but you can see this guy's going bald and this guy's merely just shaved his head. That was the look I was going for, basically. So after session 1, my head was firmly in the game, and Will put just an ever so slight dust of hair follicles in there. That was the pattern that we were going to use as well. This was after 2 sessions here. You can really see that line coming in now. And then after session 3, I'll zoom in there, that is the work that's getting done here. Finer details. You probably can't see it very well here because I've got a light above me, so it blows it out a bit. In fact, it's very bright in here. Will's just had new lights put in. So we're here for a session number 4 today. It's been, what, 2 months maybe?
Nearly 3.
3 months since I had the 3rd session. So a lot of people have sort of like 3.
Sometimes a 4th's needed, just to get that little bit of sprinkle, like, it might heal a little bit light, or it's just sometimes it's needed, sometimes it ain't. I just wanted to get you back in, just have a look at it, see what it needs doing, probably throw a few darker flecks in there, and then just like, give it a bit of longevity, and you ain't gonna come back for the top up.
So yeah, basically dark flecks today, dark flecks. This is Will's missus, just doing a bit of tattooing too.
Nah, shit, start again.
Draw an X, yeah? So me and Shell are going to get a tattoo, same one, just on our wrist, an X, because that's the date of our anniversary. Is it as simple as... Oh yeah, look at that. Wow.
Qualified, mate.
I mean...
Yeah, you're done.
That'll just rub off, won't it?
We'll see. Don't you like it?
I don't feel like I went in there. Oh no, I went in. I went in.
You remember the skin really is only as thick as a piece of paper. On the face and on the body it's a little bit thicker, so
that's true, yeah.
As long as that needle's touching the skin, you'll likely be...
Whoa. Oh dear, blown out.
Yeah, he just tattooed his skull there.
Okay, so maybe don't give up your day job just yet.
This was shaved back last night, but I told you, my hair grows back ridiculously quick.
Yeah. Right, when I look at the last session that was done, I actually think that colour's good.
I think this is what I need as well. Proper bristle brush. So 2 of the biggest questions I'm sure you guys would have is, does it hurt? I guess that's down to the individual, isn't it? Everyone has different sort of pain thresholds. For me, I was actually okay. Every so often it would start, not stinging, but like, it's like an annoying scratch. So it's not too bad personally, but again, from person to person that may differ. Have you ever had anyone that's like, no, can't take it anymore?
Everyone has completed their treatment, but like what you usually saying to me, most people fall into the bar of you know, 1 being no pain at all, 10 being like really painful, between 1 and 4. Most people, but I do get the odd guy. And all it is that we have to just take regular breaks, you know, just more breaks and just let them chill out. Because like you say, when you first start it, it's okay, but it's just, you know, the few hours in, it just gets a little bit, I've kind of had enough now. And that's all it is. It's not like excruciating pain, but it's just, you know, compounding over X amount of hours that just gets you a bit uncomfortable. But yeah, it's very bearable.
The other thing is cost, expense. Is this expensive? I would say compared to a hair transplant, cheaper, yeah? Yeah,
once it's done, it's pretty much done, other than your top-ups. But you know, everyone's different. Some people won't have a top-up for 5, 6 years. Some people might want one after a year, but you know, it's not, you're not paying the original price you did for the treatment when you come for a top-up. It's just a 1-session top-up, just a little spruce up, just make it pop again, and you're good. I mean, all you got to do is cut your hair, that's it. Yeah. Your existing hair, there's not a lot more you got to do, you know, put a bit of sun cream on when you go out in the sun, but other than that, when you think about it, once you've bought yourself a set of clippers, costs, you know, over the years, it's just really low, isn't it?
Really low, yeah. I was saying to Will, my hair grows ridiculously quick, so I get maybe a day or 2 out of this, and then I sort of go back. Behind this award is this here, Pitbull. These are what I got. It's like a head skull shaver. So easy to sort of shave your head back. I was trying to use clippers before, and it weren't really getting as short as I needed, so yeah, they're really good.
Did you ever use it in the shower?
I've used it, I prefer it dry to be fair, but you can do it wet. But yeah, I think they was about just over £100 they were, but compare that to the 30 quid, which my bloody Turkish barbers charge me on a, you know, bi-weekly process. Sometimes I get it every week, just to sort of stay fresh, but I could be spending like 100 to 150 quid a month on haircuts, whereas I've spent 100 on that, and I haven't been back to the hairdressers for, what, 3 months now? Yeah. So I'm actually saving money now, which is good. Obviously I've got less hair, but it still looks like a full head of hair. It just looks like a choice, and that's the sort of look I'm going for. Looking like I've shaved my head. That's all I'm looking for. See what I'm saying? I'm actually slowly, by the way guys, going shorter and shorter on the beard as well, because I felt like, I used to have it like kind of, yeah, but I'm slowly, because I thought it was quite a contrast. So I'm trying to work, like, go shorter and shorter and shorter. I think the shorter I go, the better it will look, but it's just going to be a bit of a change going right back, because you guys never really see me without a beard. You know what I mean? My mates have said, oh, your head's upside down.
3 hours later.
So you have it 4th and final session done for now. As you can see, got a much more even sort of spread now. And obviously going back to the very beginning, you can see the progress. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. So Will, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You got another client after this?
I have, yeah.
Busy. If you want to get in touch with Will, I'll leave his website in the description below. Tell him Smiv sent you, and he'll give you a huge discount. He won't. But no, get in touch with Will. He'll change your life.